Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm watching Breaking Flag News: Minnesota getting a new flag by CGP Grey. This video is over a year old now, so this flag is probably already in effect, but I don't know anything about state flags in the US, so I might as well watch it.
Breaking Flag News. Breaking Flag News. Minnesota is Breaking Flag News. Breaking Flag News. Minnesota is redesigning her flag. The current colors, provocatively called, quote, worst in the union by some YouTuber. Minnesota asked for submissions, received thousands, out of which selected 6, then thinned to 3. Minnesota asked for submissions, received thousands.
What is this shit supposed to be?
Out of which selected 6, then thinned to 3, one of which to be picked as new before end of the year. Which of the 3 will it be? Doubtless, many Minnesotans and YouTubers will want to weigh in. And I will! Because breaking flag news is rare and exciting. So exciting that this is my second Minnesota flag redesign video. The first with my first impressions of the 6 semi-finalists. I gave semi-serious names I'm sticking with for cinematic continuity. But enough with the intro, on to the top trio.
Snowflake. Perfect flag for certain people.
With designs as described by their documents for you to decide upon. First up, Star Rise. So Minnesota is the North Star state thanks to the Angle Inlet, the US-Canadian map-making muddle-up that inched Minnesota out over the 49th parallel, putting her as America's northernmost contiguous state. Thus, Star Rise centers the North Star, here with 8 points to distinguish it from the standard state stars. The blue is the sky that gives colors to Minnesota's 10,000 lakes, with a rolling green landscape for the forests and farms, and a bit of snow up top because it's cold up top. That's Star Rise. Onto Old Wavy. Here again is a North Star, this time distinctified as 4 points in yellow, and on the upper fly is described as wisps of snow, clouds, and aurora that are reflected along the bottom half as the head of the Mississippi River.
This
you
one
might
looks
see a loon. The common loon is the state bird. You might not, but it's there. And that's Old Wavy. Last up, Polaris Tricolor. Starting with a hoist design in the simplified shape of Minnesota herself, an 8-pointed star is centered inside with more of a twinkle look, and from that feature, tricolors extend for the lakes, land, and snow. These are the final 3, and
I'd say
if
the one
you
in the
haven't
middle
ranked
looks
them
the
yourself
best.
already, pause here to give it a ponder, because I've got thoughts I'm about to share in 3, 2, 1. All right, Old Wavy. Of the top 3, it's easily the awfulest. In my first impressions video, did not like this design, and given time to reflect upon it has but changed my position to do not like harder. And learning the details of the design didn't help either. Snow, clouds, and the aurora borealis are very different things, and this squiggle looks like none of them. Its reflection I can see as a river if I try, and it may be inspired by the loon, but to me it looks like a duck, and a duck-side-down duck. In fact, I think this design represents the potential danger in flag redesigns. Maybe it can serve as warning to any states who might want to go next, because when you ask for designs of a state, you'll get designs that stick all the stuff of the state on the flag, like the loon and the Mississippi and the aurora, but the goal of a flag is not to use pre-existing.
Can you actually see the aurora borealis in Minnesota?
Symbols, but to become a symbol of its city or state. And all that stuff, well, there's a perfect place for it in your seal, which we don't have time to get into, but Minnesota also just redesigned hers into a total banger. Best seal in the union? I don't actually know because I haven't gone through all of them. Oh, they're so interesting.
I mean, it looks good.
No, great. Don't get distracted. There's no time. You have yet to give your hottest of takes, which before I say the sentence that will doubtless drive many mad, this video had to be written, recorded, edited, animated, and edited again all in a day, so I did and reserve the right to retract. But I actually think I might prefer Minnesota's original flag over Old Wavy.
I mean, I prefer the original flag over all of them. I prefer this one over all of the choices for the new one.
I know, it's terrible. Literally worst in the union, but there's kind of an achievement in that. At least it's outstanding. Aren't the real worst things those in the middle of bad, where there isn't even any fun to be had in the art of entertaining complaining? That's Old Wavy. Bad, but middle mediocre, which is worse than being the worst. Yeah, so anyway, in case you couldn't tell, I really don't like this design, and its alternative options are even uglier. So let's just move on to Star Rise. which is fine.
This one's just kind of
I don't have
boring.
a lot to say about this one because it's better, but maybe not amazing. If Old Wavy is mediocre bad, then this one is mediocre good? No, that's a bit too harsh. Really, my main complaint is that it's so good at evoking the idea of a landscape
just go
that
with
it
the
looks
third
kind
one.
of odd when hung vertical, north star to side star. There are alternative options that move the star, but still. But I'd rate any of these as a legit improvement over the original flag, and would
I would still prefer the old flag.
probably put Minnesota somewhere in the region of Mississippi's recent redesign. Yeah? I don't know, but better for sure. Now on to Polaris Tricolor, which, come on, girl, contest over, right? It's awesome. That
I
Minnesota
guess out of
K
these
is
three.
so cool, subtly representing the great state. It's a unique design element not just among state flags, but world flags.
I wonder how many people could actually tell what the white, green, and blue really means. How many people will really know that the shape on the left side is supposed to be a simplification of the shape of the actual state? I feel like majority of people won't even know that.
I kind of can't believe no tricolor hoist has inverted a triangle before, because it looks so truly traditional, something that could have been designed at any time in the long past, thus basically guaranteeing it'll look great into the long future. Unlike, say, Old Wavy, which, despite my nickname, looks painfully modern and is destined to be dated in under a decade. Polaris Tricolor looks like a flag, especially when you rotate it with North Star Top Star, and still stands out even without wind. Now, the only thing I'm afraid of for perfect Polaris is there are a bunch of variants, all of which detract from the original design. Look, I get the design variants,
The one in the middle, the blue, it's too bright.
all of which detract from the original design. Look, I get the desire to tinker at the last second. When this first caught my eye, I did wonder about the slightly muted colors and had second thoughts about the white stripe up top. But unlike Old Wavy, my love for this design has only grown with time. White stripe on top makes it distinct from some of the most well-known tricolors, and the slightly muted colors convey a northern kind of cold coziness and look better together than brightening the blue. I mean, look, the design is so strong it would survive small changes, but they'd hurt my heart a bit. Thus, the original tricolor Polaris design, as the artist intended, gets my unambiguous approval, and I hope to soon see it flying over the land of 10,000 lakes.
So which one was
I'm not a
actually
Minnesotan.
chosen?
It's not my opinion that matters. I'm just here because I can't stop myself from being on the edge of my seat to see what Minnesota selects for herself. Please pick Polaris Tricolor, though.
Wait, what? This is what they chose? This is what they ended up with? So they completely got rid of the green and the white and they just left the light blue. Wow. Personally, I prefer the old flag, which has the seal in the middle. But that's probably just because I prefer flags that have like a lot of really small details rather than just being 3 solid colors and that's it. I just prefer old flags that had a lot of stuff on it rather than modern day flags which have 3 stripes of different colors or 2, you know, stuff like that. It's just boring to me. See, this is the type of flag I like. Ones that include like the royal coat of arms on the flag itself. This is the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. This is a cool flag in my opinion. Modern day, it's just 2 stripes with nothing else on it. Boring. This is cool. And there is no reason why we can't have flags like this anymore. Absolutely none. But that's just my opinion. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you're interested, why not watch this video right here? And with that, I hope I'll see you in the next video.